Hello everyone and welcome to our WLUK Fox 11 YouTube page. Usually it's our one-on-one, but this time it's two-on-one because we have two former Packers Super Bowl champions with us, linebacker Desmond Bishop and tight end Quarless. They were at the Packers game against the Lions on Sunday that honored that Super Bowl team. How cool was it to be back with the teammates, see your old coach, everything that went along with that?
For me, it was amazing. I hadn't seen guys, since the Super Bowl, so it's been a while. So to get back with those guys, it was amazing, and it was almost like we just, when you win a Super Bowl together and you play together, it's a special bond. So it's almost like I just seen these dudes yesterday, even though it's been years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really great to see everybody. Like you said, I haven't seen some of them guys in over a decade. You actually got to see, get up with my tight ends. My tight end group, got to see my boy Mike, Finley, and Tom Crabtree, two of my guys from the Super Bowl team, so, we connected with the tight ends. That was special, And then actually Crabtree's son and my son was together, so to see the next generation together, that was nice as well.
And what was it like to see Mike McCarthy again? Probably been a while since you've seen him as well.
Yeah, it's been a while, and it was the first time I was able to kind of have a conversation with him, not as player coach,
Yeah.
And just picked his brain a little bit, and it was good to have a conversation. He was like an offense, more offensive of coach, so I didn't have many conversations with him, so to have a conversation with him was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely good to, see him not as a coach. I mean, he was great conversations, talking about family, just life, a lot of things. He was excited, man, big smiles, throughout the whole game. And so it was real nice to see Coach.
What stood out to you? Obviously a big win for the Packers. What stood out to both of you from the way they played in that game?
I think just overall, it was really the run game for me. It started off, Detroit was really doing good in our, stopping our run initially early, but we had multiple different ways to attack, and we never got away from the run. I thought that was important, and as you can see later on down the stretch, Roger started getting some space, and so not going away from the run, I thought that was pretty impressive offensively, and then defensively, just the communication. It was a lot of talking, and I seen guys like, oh yeah, this is good, and because when you can play like that and play as one, and everybody's on the same page, sky's the limit.
I think the overall, dominance on both sides of the ball. On offense, they was moving the chains. You never want to see get behind on downs, and they didn't look like they struggled too much to move the chains. And from the offensive side, that's very important. Just to keep that momentum. The way they protected Love in the backfield. Run game started off a little slow, but then they eventually second half, stepped that up. I think the defense played lights out. I mean, it was all over that field. They held them running backs, some really good running backs. They held them to no yards barely, So that was real nice to see the way they dominated both sides of the ball.
And I'm going to ask you first. Obviously, your fellow Penn Stater Micah Parsons playing his first game with Greenbay. How excited are you to see what he can bring to this defense?
Man, just, like you said, Penn State, I get excited when I see my guys out there, so to have him on the Packers is great. Just to see that sack he did, just to see how fast, it just looked like lightning shooting through. It was kind of amazing to see how fast he got through that line. So I think, he brings pressure. I think the first down he got in was a QB pressure,
Yep.
if I believe. So he's definitely going to bring a lot of pressure, and that's important for defenses. That forces the quarterbacks into bad throws, which lead into interceptions, turnovers, and things of that sort. So he's definitely a playmaker.
From you, watching a fellow, I know he sometimes plays linebacker. What stood out to you?
When a team, and it's probably true if you look at all of the Super Bowl winners on defense, but if you can manufacture pressure without having to blitz, it gives you a huge chance to be successful. Now you got more defenders in the windows. It's hard to beat a team like that. And not only him, you got the other guys too. I seen 52, number 50, Gary. I seen him getting active. So, and I'm sure him being there is gonna elevate everybody else's game. And like you said, they're gonna have to do chips and stuff for him. So now other guys get the opportunity to get the one-on-one. It'll just make everybody have that much more fun. And more successful.
Yeah, and Packers have not been back to the Super Bowl, obviously, since you guys went. Why do you think they can get back there this year?
I just think with you need all phases, offense, defense, and special teams. And from this week one, I know it's only week one, but you're seeing some good, promising things from all three layers. And if they can just keep it all together, and they're young, so it's still a process of growing. I think they can hit their stride at the right time and win it all.
Yeah, I think it's this week one was a real important tone setter for the season. You like to see a team come out and play that good week one. It says a lot about their preparation. But really it's a long season, so you got to take it game by game. Not look too far ahead. As long as they take it game by game, just focus on what's in front of them. I think they can be very successful.
These guys know what it takes to be successful. Former Super Bowl champions Desmond Bishop, Andrew Quarless. Thanks for watching our Packers YouTube one-on-one series. To subscribe, head to our WLUK Fox 11 YouTube page.